please ensure that you have read and understood all instructions on the screen before undertaking this job. Start by parking the vehicle on flat, level ground with the handbrake applied. Turn the vehicle off and ensure both front and rear wheels are suitably chocked and the vehicle is safely secured before proceeding. Today we're going to be installing underbody guards on the Mazda BT-50 and Isuzu Dmax models from 2022 onwards. Firstly, we've got a couple of threaded plates to install into the chassis. The first set of plates will be installed to the crossmember where your front lower control arms are mounted to, and this is the rear side of the lower control arm. We can then move to the gearbox crossmember where the next set of threaded plates can be slotted up into the ends of the gearbox crossmember from below. With the front two threaded plates, we can begin by installing the button head bolt, spring washer and bolt head protector nice and loose with plenty of thread showing below. Item 3 of the exploded view will be the first plate that we install. This can be slotted into the front crossmember bolts that have already been loosely installed. Then moving to the rear gearbox crossmember, the bolts can be installed into the threaded plates fitted to the chassis, again leaving these nice and loose. Moving to item 2 of the exploded view, this can be slotted into the original loosely fitted bolt with bolt head protectors to hold this plate loosely in place. Then we can move to the existing front crossmember where we'll be retaining two of the factory bolts and captive nuts of the original factory bash plates. These bolts can be fitted again nice and loose. Moving to item 1 of the exploded view, we can now start by installing the stepped slotted part of this plate into these two original bolts that we have now retained and fitted loosely. Once these are slotted into place, we can move to the front of this bash plate where we'll be again retaining some captive nuts in the chassis but using a button head bolt, spring washer and bolt head protector which can be tightened up. Lastly, we'll be moving to item 4 of the exploded view. This can be slotted into the rear of item 3, lining up the bolt holes and installing loosely the M10 button head bolts with their bolt head protectors and nuts between these two. The rear crossmember of the vehicle will now be lined up with this bash plate, where you'll have the two retainer plates that will sit up on top of this crossmember, where you'll be able to fit the M10 button head bolts, protectors, and of course the flat washer, spring washer and nut on top, where everything is now ready to be tightened up. All bolts can now be taut into the specifications shown on screen, ensuring that 262 Loctite is used on all bolts. Once this is done, your vehicle is now ready to hit the road with its brand new stainless steel Superior Engineering bash plate system.